We have had a tough year. We've been knocked down, we've been locked down, but one thing's for sure, we haven't been knocked out. And the proof of that today is we will be travelling across 6 continents, 40 countries, meeting people who are out on the run, who are celebrating St. Patrick's Day on the run, sometimes with their friends, because not every country is as locked down as we are, and sometimes on their own. And if you follow our social media feeds throughout the day, on Twitter, SPAR Craic 10K, on Facebook, SPAR Craic 10K, and our website, you will see the pictures and the video which is flooding into us. In fact, we're having difficulty keeping up, which is flooding into us today. And it'll be like a movie, so it will. We have so many photos and videos to share with you, which are being sent in from our ambassadors and our runners from around the globe. One of the great things about St. Patrick's Day in Belfast is this is a feast, a celebration, a National Saints' Day, which is celebrated by both Protestant and Catholic alike, by everybody in the community, by newcomers, by new citizens, by everyone who loves the city of Belfast, also celebrates St. Patrick's Day. And that's not the true of every celebration or every feast day in the city of Belfast. So we expand the common ground on St. Patrick's Day. It's a true cross-community, transnational event today. We expand the running ground. The silver lining on this awful coronavirus cloud is that we were able to invite people from around the world to join us. There are many, many universities and colleges in the US who claim to be Irish and do have a strong Irish heritage and legacy, but the most Irish of them all, and there's much competition for this crown, is Manhattan College. Look, you're in Fan Cortlandt Park. It looks a little bit colder, than it is in Belfast, but where would you usually be at 9 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day morning?
We would be hosting a big party down in Manhattan for about 500 of our students, faculty, staff, and alumni with our world-renowned pipes and drums, getting ready to march up Fifth Avenue for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And sadly, that's not happening this year. It didn't happen last year. It was really this day last year when things really shut down in New York. And while we're sad about that, we're inspired by your work here, putting together an alternative event and bringing the world together.
Let me tell you this, that the Manhattan College turnout of 47 runners today, socially distanced, is the biggest single run in the world today.
Take your mark. Go!
So we have deep roots in the 19th century when we were actually founded in order to minister to the immigrant population of New York City. We just have a great tradition of running at Manhattan College. This park is a famous park for runners, as you know. We host the Manhattan College Invitational, which I think is the largest high school track cross-country meet in the country every year on this trail, which is famous worldwide. I would say actually in Ireland, 3 or 4 years ago, and I stopped into a place to get some petrol and to get a cup of coffee. And somebody said, where are you from, Yank? Right, because they knew I wasn't from around there. And I said, United States. He says, well, I knew that. He says, where in the United States? I said, New York. He says, what part of New York? I said, well, I work in the Bronx. He says, I was just running in Van Cortlandt Park last week. So the connection is very, very strong.
So there's a SPAR Craic Belfast 10K that has gone virtual this year, and so they've made efforts to have it go worldwide. And Manhattan College is involved with the Bronx edition, putting on a 5K here at Van Cortlandt Park. Socially distanced, fun. Some people will be joining us virtually. And just out here to start St. Patrick's Day in a healthy way. It's a really great celebration of St. Patrick and just the spirit of the Irish, but really it transcends just the Irish. It's a fun day to appreciate our culture. It's a great day to celebrate community. And so to have it all over the world, to have cities in all continents is really a special thing, and I think it's a really great effort that the SPAR Craic 10K folks have done to make it virtual and make it such a worldwide event.
Oh, well, I love running, so I'm feeling great, and I have my friends next to me, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, I feel the same way, great way to start the morning.
I think it's a great way of celebrating St. Patrick's Day in a very healthy way, of bringing people together, connecting with people from all over the world, people getting a real understanding. But you could feel the spirit, you could feel the energy of the students coming out here. It's a great way of celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Often you think about St. Patrick's Day, and it's all centered around drinking. And here we're talking about waking up healthy. And during the pandemic, a lot of students have been locked up, in their rooms, taking classes virtually. This is just a great way to energize the student body and a bunch of the old administrators like myself.
COVID is what opened it up to us here in the Bronx, quite honestly. The fact that it's gone virtual is what makes it possible for us to participate in it. Normally it would be an in-person event in Belfast, kind of focusing around that community. And so the organizers in Belfast have expanded it to be a virtual event. It's in multiple different cities around the world. And so in some sense, that's the silver lining, is that we're here celebrating St. Patrick's Day in this unique way because of COVID, because it went virtual. So there is a silver lining there in that sense. And so it has connected people from all over the world in a way that it probably wouldn't have been able to before.
So we've had a lot of students on campus, so we're trying to do a blend of events, both virtual and in person. We've done a lot of intramurals that have been in person to keep them physically active too, and then a lot of virtual things such as virtual lectures and concerts and things like that. The students have really been great. They've been showing up to everything that we offer and giving us some good feedback to move forward with too. We have to be active, especially during the pandemic. Everybody's really cooped up a lot. So to make sure you get out and do socially distanced safe things like a 5K, whether you run by yourself or with a friend or two, is really important to keep that mentality, especially as the weather is getting nicer out and the summer is coming upon us.
We're all looking for silver linings in the COVID cloud, and this is the kind of thing you look to. We never would have thought to link up with people all around the world.